today I'm actually putting together a little bit of a movie review, and it's older is a way to describe it. A much older film in this day and age anyway. But I'm going to be talking about the movie Cabaret, which I have it somewhere right here. Where is it? Here it is. Cabaret. Anyway, the movie is based. This movie Cabaret is based off a musical, Cabaret. The movie came out in 1972. It hit theaters. It features really the big names of Liza Minnelli and Joel Grey, who are Joel Grey's a big Broadway name. Liza Minnelli was a big general music name for a while. It still kind of is, but so the story takes place in Germany, where it follows mainly these two people. There is a side plot within the two people, but it follows these main two people, and one is Sally Bowles, played by Liza Minnelli. She is in the movie. She's an American girl living in Germany with some rich ambassador father or whatever. She's singing at a local cabaret club. Hence the name. Look at that. And then the other guy is a English student working on his doctorate in language, and that's why he's in Germany to do some work on his German, I guess. And they meet because they're staying at the same board house. And while I'm not gonna just sit here and summarize the movie, because that would, what's the point of doing a review trying to get you to see the movie? I'm just gonna tell you everything that happens. Doesn't make a lot of sense. So that's kind of those two main people. There is a side plot with some friends, but that's not really it. The Sally Bowles, the American girl, is played by Liza Minnelli. The English guy is not played by Joel Grey. He plays the Master of Ceremonies. That's his only name. He does not appear outside of the cabaret club ever, and I don't think he has any spoken lines other than what he says to introduce Sally and sing in music numbers with Sally. That's all his character ever does, ever. And he is phenomenal. It is so good, and it's so funny, and it's funny, and it's kind of dark at the same time, because the songs and the choreography are very German, like a very 1930s German style. It's a little, for an American audience, it's some of the songs are a little unsettling and a little creepy sometimes, but generally, they are really good. They're really well put together. Really well choreographed, really well sung, and just hilarious. I mean, it's this red light district cabaret club, which, in the 1930s, it might as well have been a strip joint. But it's all musical based. I mean, they're up there singing and dancing, and it's some of the songs are not exactly PG rated. One that's actually a really funny one, is Two Ladies, and it's Joel Grey up there singing about how he lives with two women and the three of them all sleep together. And that's the whole point of the song. That's it. And there's one, Money Makes the World Go Round, and they somehow threw some sexual themes in there, and it's just a hoot. It is an absolute hoot, and I suggest it in a heartbeat. I am suggesting it right now to you. Watch this movie. Cabaret is great. It's awesome. I loved the movie personally. I wish I could show some scenes. I might show some scenes. I might throw in a couple of songs, and I might then end up deleting this entire segment of the film, of the review, not the film. This isn't a movie. This is a review. What am I doing? What am I talking about? Okay, but Cabaret. I just love the music, and it's so good, and it's it's funny. It's a little bit disturbing and creepy, but the movie is really cool, and the characters are the character of Sally Bowles and Brian, what's his face, the British guy. They really do complement each other and do click together really well, because she is so out there. She is this born rich American girl, now kind of scraping by, and she's got daddy issues out the wazoo, but she's just kind of out there finding people, meeting people, singing, dancing. She goes, everything is marvelous and everyone is darling, and she's fun to watch. She really is, and Liza Minnelli does a phenomenal job. And if you watch the stage show after having seen the movie, me personally, I don't think they do as well a job as Liza Minnelli does, but Liza Minnelli really never hit Broadway. But And then Joel Joel Grey is just so good, and he's so funny. Not even in the music he sings, but how in his portrayal of it, and his choreography, his movement, his voice. That man is a comic genius, and I love him. And he's so good in this film. But he's too small a character to really talk about. And I'm sorry, I need to stop talking about Joel Grey. Liza Minnelli and the British guy, they do really click well. Like, he's like very much more quiet and reserved. He's very much like the reserved, conservative English academic, and she is so far out of left field for him. It's just crazy. Like, I mean, when they meet, she's making a drink that's Tabasco sauce on a raw egg and some liquor. Like, that's the kind of person she is. She's so nutty. She's so nutty, but everybody loves her because she's wicked nice too. At the same time, and they do clash a little bit because, I mean, they're polar opposites. But there is a little bit of a love interest that develops. And I'm not gonna say what it is because it could go anyway. And I want you to watch the movie, so go watch the movie. I mean, it came out in 1972. You can find it, find it in a movie store, find it on Netflix. It's on Netflix. Find it on Netflix, find it on something, find it on a bootleg. I don't care. Watch it. It's good. Right. Also, it takes place in 1930s Germany, and the Nazis are there, and so there's that. Yeah, the Nazis appear, and it's wow. That is a whole separate plot thread that they did. They put together in a really interesting way, I thought. But it's they mention the Nazis kind of early on, and there's like a mention of them, and it's like there's this one old guy who's there, and he's like, ah, and he's got the swastika band on his arm, and everyone's like, get out of here, you hoot. Because the Nazis are crazy. Like, we forget that, like, when the Nazis first appeared in 1931 Germany, the Germans thought they were a bunch of losers, and they're like, oh well, you know what, they committed a murder here and there, but they're always a communist, so we'll let them and the communists fight it out, and then whoever comes up on top we'll be able to control. And then it gets out of hand. And throughout the movie, I want to say a year passes by throughout the movie, or almost a year, a couple of months. But in that couple of months, the Nazi power grows, and so you see that, like, it starts out with this, like, there's one guy at the Cabaret Club, and then you see a couple of them on the street, and then all of a sudden they're singing like an anthem to Hitler at an event, and then the film ends with a shot, like the very end. It ends with a shot of, like, you go across like this it's this, like, this sheet of glass that's kind of acting like a mirror. It's almost like a textured window more than anything else. I don't know if it's a window or a mirror, honestly. I can't tell, but like, I pan across it and you see, like, the distorted images of people through it, or reflecting on it. Like I said, I can't tell if it's a mirror or a window, but you see, like, it began with that same shot, and there wasn't any Nazis, and you go through it and there's like 3 or 4 of them now. So, like, while the actions of the Nazis are almost completely unrelated to the plot of Sally and Brian, and then the other 2 friends, like, it does point out that is happening to give you a historical reference, and that, while it is a little bit unnerving, it's a really cool element to the film that they're throwing. And yeah, you know what? I think that's all I have to say about it. I hit the music, I hit up how Joel Grey is fantastic, and how Liza Minnelli is really good, and the Nazis, and the historical bit, and how they're, like, all the Nazis, of course, all the characters are just a hoot. They really are fun, like, honestly funny, and you really like Sally. I thought anyway. Like, at the end of the movie, I really liked Sally, and I can't say anything else because I'm going to ruin plot points. And you should go watch the movie. So yeah, go watch it. Go watch it.